It's great to be back, and that's the age-old debate is in terms of what is the great IPO. I think it's a mix where the bankers didn't fully anticipate the demand and the latent enthusiasm for these new issuances. And I think a lot of money was left on the table. And so you have this age-old debate. Would you rather be the Lyft, which captured every dollar but has traded down since, the Pinterest with a modest gain to give your investors some appreciation out of the gates, or the CrowdStrike, Fiverr, Chewy, where you pop 50 to 90%, gaining some enthusiasm and awareness, but leaving money on the table. And I think there's a lot of sentiment that too much money was left on the table in these cases.
So which is it? Would you rather be a Pinterest with sort of a modest, decent bounce, but nothing extreme?
From the investor and company side, a modest gain would be ideal. The walk-up of 10 to 20%, so your new investors start with some money in their pockets, but you're not getting this trading dynamic, because the fallout of these huge pops is this book that you cultivated and tried so hard to place stock into the hands of these long-term investors are sitting on a 70% day one gain, and they're often forced to trade out of it, looking then for the dips to buy back in. But you end up having gone through this long road show, handpicked your investors, and you lose them on day one because you're a victim of your own success and mispricing.
Byron, you bought into a couple of these recent IPOs. Which one are you most excited about?
So at Bessemer Venture Partners, we've actually had 5 IPOs this quarter, which I think reflects the active market dynamic overall. On the consumer side, Pinterest is one of our largest holdings, so I can't go into deep specifics there, but I would say in this Amazon era of commerce, where differentiation is increasingly hard and user attention at the top end of the funnel is so valuable, this notion of social commerce and image search as that front end into the commerce experience is extremely powerful. And then on the enterprise side, we are increasingly enthusiastic about these businesses that represent massive upsides, so growth rates of this 50 to 80% profile, and yet very compelling free cash flow characteristics. If you look at what's happened with the Zoom IPO or what's coming up with Slack, I think you're seeing 2 great cases of that.